Well, it's Latin night on Dancing with the Stars, and this week 11 couples took to the floor to strut their stuff. Former Cincinnati Bengal and choreographer Ann Reynolds is here to tell us who had all the right moves. Well, let's start with Charlotte and Keo.
Yeah, that didn't go so well for them. She's really been struggling since the beginning of the show. And, you know, she's obviously beautiful, so, I mean, standing out there, she can do some nice dance moves for a second, and then she goes to actually dance, and it's not so good. But what was frustrating about her is that she didn't really take it seriously. Last night on the show, they were showing that she was on her cell phone most of the week while she's practicing with her partner, Keo, and he was frustrated. The judges were frustrated with her. She had promised us that we would see more from her than, you know, obviously she's known for her body and she's kind of a new sensation, you know, media related. And it's frustrating that we didn't get to see anything more than just she really thought she was beautiful out there and that might just get her through. I was hoping she had a little more brains to go with it, charitable causes, something to go with it. And she kept promising that, but it never panned out. So the dancing, I mean, she was in the 5s for scores. So she was definitely not a fan favorite and not a judge's favorite as well. So headed home.
Yeah, that was going to say, well, that's why they went home. Well, what about Riker and Allison?
Oh, so much fun to watch. And you know, Latin night is exciting because you have the fun costumes and the dancing is just dynamic, and he brings that to the stage. Very difficult choreography. He's, of course, a musician, kind of that pop rocker, and to be able to keep up with what she's giving him has been very impressive because he's not the best dancer out there on the floor, but he's someone who just always comes through with it, always has a polished look. He has a lot more improving to do, but that's what people love on this show, is watching someone start out and keep improving throughout the season. So it was fun to watch the lifts that they did and just the fast foot moves that he was able to accomplish with this dance. I think he's going to be one that we see definitely a front runner in this competition.
And he's young, isn't he? He's a teenager.
Yeah, I'd say he is very young, and so it's fun to watch. There are several young ones on the show to watch how well they are doing and how well the maturity they've been able to have with some of these dances.
Well, some of my favorites, Nastia and Derek. Now, she is stunning.
Absolutely, and she is, of course, the former Olympic gymnast. So we expected great things from her out the gate, and that's what we got. Certainly a front runner. She's with Derek.
Of course.
How can you go wrong if you're with Derek? The thing about her is that she's another one that started out so strong that she's going to have to show improvement in order to win the Mirror Ball Trophy. That's what folks love to watch. But this dance is just so much fun. It's a Samba, and you can see she is moving fast. She's got flexibility, the lifts and they were able to do. What I think that she can improve on is she's a very graceful dancer, just coming out of her gymnastics background. So I think more dynamics, a little more pop. I think that's something that she can continue to work on. So we'll see her improve, no doubt, because she is a perfectionist.
The biggest question, does he ever wear a shirt?
You know what? That shirt always comes off by dance number 2, and especially on Latin night. Yeah, Derek loses the shirt pretty quickly. He knows he can get votes.
Yeah, well, this is by far my favorite couple, Rumor and Val. I'm sorry, I was mesmerized from the first night.
Yeah, and this is a salsa dance, and she was one of the first performers of the night, so it's incredibly important that you make a dance memorable. This is a disco salsa, if you can imagine, but so exciting. The lifts that she did, and she's another one that she is just determined to keep improving herself week after week, and love the fact that she's just technique-wise already so strong. But I think she's one that's going to be able to dig in a little bit more to the emotion as we watch some of the the more slower ballroom dances. So I think she's going to bring a lot to the floor. She was the front runner on the first night of this competition and didn't realize how much competition she was going to have. We're seeing there are a lot of contenders, but she is definitely one to watch.
What about Noah and Sharna?
Oh, this is one of my favorite performances of the night because it is just incredible what he can do. Of course, he's the war veteran who's lost his arm and his leg on his left side. This is an Argentine tango, one of the most difficult and passionate, powerful dances you need to do in the show. And here he is being able to lift her and hold her. The balance that we saw he needed to have, and he almost fell a couple of times. I mean, you could see how much strength he needed. And of course, everyone's rooting for him, and he got through this routine. It was beautiful. But the other thing I think is so impressive, he's just, you know, a military veteran, and to be able to get into and tap into the emotion that you have to show and the connection that they have together. Another one, he wants to be known for what he can do on the dance floor, not because he's the person who's missing an arm and a leg. He wants the votes because he's truly a contender, and I think people are realizing that he is really willing to put all of the work into it to really be the winner.
Who do you think will win?
Oh, wow. You know, I'm having a tough time because there are so many favorites on the show. When you just, you know, just the dances that we just watched here and just this short segment, you could see these are all incredible dancers. So I think it's one you just have to keep watching and seeing who week by week continues to improve.
All right, well, thank you, Ann. Well, Dancing with the Stars is back next Monday night at 8 on our sister station, ABC 22.